Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the stream today. Is it Monday today? I think it might be Monday today. Did a bank holiday. Was it bank? Yeah, it's bank holiday. Oh, so I was working on Sunday. Oh, it was horrible. No, it wasn't as bad as previous bank holidays have been. Not as manic, probably because it's at the end of the month and all the reprobates that go out and get drunk probably had run out of money. Thank God. Right. The Islas again. Now I've tried the Isles before. And the goal was to take out the British Isles. And we pretty much did that. It was 16-17, so you know, well into the game. But we'd pretty much got the British Isles. England was ours for the taking, plus we'd got land on mainland Europe. But yesterday we tried a full exodus. The problem was we stayed under Scotland. All I got was England to guarantee our independence, but I never actually pushed it. And because Scotland defends the Irish Irish miners, you end up getting dragged into wars on Scotland's side against England, and you end up with a constant truce time over England, which means you have to use England as soon as you can use England to break free of Scotland. Plus, being under Scotland all that time and the amount of money that we were giving to him, it didn't really help. Not when we were trying to build up money to get ourselves away to the New World. So we're going to do a mix of both strategies this time. We're going to try and grab independence from Scotland and also eat bits of Scotland. There are cores over here that we can release as a vassal later on, when we jump, or when we feel the need to jump. Also the shenanigans with Greenland. Oh dear, mistakes were made and things were learnt. Oh. And then the Irish miners, we'll have to eat those to stop England from getting too powerful. We'll probably go for I don't know whether spitting out another vassal, it'd be quite a big one over here. A vassal here and a vassal here for when we jump. I don't know if they're going to be far too big, because if we have 5 provinces over here in the same colonial region, it'll flip away from us as a colonial nation. So we can have 4 in Canada region, 5 in the American region, or USA kind of region. 4. We can have 4 in the Mexican region. 4. I mean, we can have quite a lot of provinces underneath us before we actually move our capital away. But we'll see how it goes. We will see how it goes. I mean, in terms of trade, keeping a foothold over here to actually get into England and turn the channel into our end node would be brilliant. Anyway, without further ado, let's get into it, shall we? Less waffling and more playing. Isles. Oh, hello. Isles Exodus. And we'll see if a mix of both strategies will work. I'm sorry for the squeakiness there. Alright. Who Enemies. Scotland. Excellent. Most excellent. How many? Yeah, we'll just improve relations. Improve relations with England, and they will probably say yes to supporting our independence. They've not picked up Denmark as a rival, which is unfortunate, but it's also fine. My ships can go and protect trade in North Sea. No. Can we collect here? We can collect. So we'll collect there, and we'll also collect in Lerbeck as well, if we can get to it. Nope, we cannot. Alright, collecting our home node as well. Trade situation is going to be a little bit tricky. Alright, person. Let's bring our maintenance all the way down. Got true transports. To be fair, we only need 2. Alright. Onwards. Grant us their Coroman. Great. Grant us their claim on Tyrone. Okay. I mean, that could be an early war into Ireland. No, we'll concentrate on Scotland first. What are you doing? Scotland, what are you doing? What are you doing? Giving me all your claims and all your cause. Just making everybody really mad with me. Right, trade chips. So we protect trade in the channel, yeah. Should probably privateer the Lerbeck node or something. But we can't get there. Nope. Let's go speed 5 because it's quite slow in the other game. England have too many diplomatic relations. Yeah, so France starts guaranteeing Scotland. Nope. Outright alliance now. But we have a bit of time. Until the poop really hits the fan. Needed Galleon from Poland, good. Our last game, this all split. Poland got into Teutonic Order far too much and activated a coalition, and all of this fell apart. Oh. Sound domain without even going to war. Interesting. Have a truce with Scotland. Have a truce with Scotland. So they broke guarantee ship. And instead picked up the alliance. That's where the truce has come from there. A lot of troops you got, Scotland. Are you sure you need all of them? What is this? Okay. Come back briefly from England. Ask them to support our independence. Excellent. Perfect. And from here, we declare war on you. France comes in, but so does England. I need France to get involved in a fight over here. We'll continue improving relations. Just for the moment. I mean, Poland committed typical Polish suicide. Yeah, it's a shame that. in this update. Here they go. Here they go. Yeah, it's a shame that they, 9 times out of 10, they take far too much land from Teutonic Order, end up with a coalition, and then they get split up and Ottomans eat into them and Muscovy eats into them, because that's what Ottomans and Muscovy do. Is there a point where France wouldn't join you? War exhaustion is at 8. And manpower's getting a little bit low. Just need Burgundy to declare on him. I just need to. Oh, I just need him to get into a little bit of trouble. And the French liege is cruel. Well, the Roses went with House of Lancaster. How very dare they? We're accepting this. National tax modified by yearly papal influence. No, that's against stability. I don't know what they're waiting for. Oh, there we go. It's done. Interesting. Burgundy, you haven't picked France as a rival. Why not? Did you have better things to do? Must have had better things to do. Now I'm hoping that we can cover off when it does come to war. I'm hoping that we can cover off on West March and Lothian with our troops. So I'm building a half decent spy network on the Scottish. I think it's going to be a good idea. Got quite a few rebels there. Picked this one up yesterday. What is Harry Potter's favourite way to get down a hill? Walk in. No, I'm joking. Oh dear. Oh, that's a proper dad joke. That is a proper dad joke. Oh, Mr. Popeman. We should improve relations with Popeman. Just because he's there. Alright, so you picked up Burgundy's arrival. Burgundy's only got you as an enemy, not as a rival. And Teutonic Order have gone bankrupt. How much has he taken? He might be on the cusp. He hasn't. I don't think he's taken quite enough. Unless he's taken stuff from Livonian Order as well. Yeah, that might be enough. That might be enough. Yep. Not with you two. You're looking at. Yep, that's a coalition. Maybe not. Who hates you? Ottomans, Hungary, and Great Horde. He hasn't done enough to piss off Hungary to the point where he joined. Denmark isn't his rival, but he still would. Livonian Order and Teutonic Order are intrusives. That Pomerania would join without the likes of Brandenburg and Bohemia joining as well. He might have dodged a bullet there. Maybe. Usually if he takes this as well, and this bit, that's insta-coalition. Oh, and if Denmark and Bohemia rival him. Improvements in trade technology. Not expensive now. Let's use caution. Also, I might go for... No, keep it even for the moment. We'll keep it even for the moment. Bradley Burnett, thank you very much. Just waiting for England to get rid of his rebels because quite a few. Quite a few. I think the rebels that he will have had over here will have used their magical transports to get over to England proper. So I think that's all his rebels done with. I just need France to get into a little bit of difficulty. Their ruler is cruel, so it's not going to take too much. What is this? Oh, Reconquista. It's not going to take too much for France to look the other way whilst we get into Scotland. Was it something like a -20 for reasons for joining your war if they're cruel? However, did I mothball these? I did not mothball them. I don't think I need to. You come back briefly. $50 mil power, 10 prestige. I will keep my military power, thank you very much. Oh, no. Lollard heretics. You have issues, England. Scotland, do you pick up no. Scotland hasn't picked up any additional rivals. Sometimes they pick up Denmark. Just because of the proximity of Norway to Scotland. Swam over the channel. Well, we might still have a rebel stronghold, rebel refugees, sports houses of York, disgruntled nobles. Yeah, I think he's getting lots of rebellion in this one province. How many are here? 16,000. He has 20,000 in his capital. He'd probably just wait until they swim across the channel. Come on, France. Get involved in a fight. Subsidizing. Okay. Alright. And what could we take? All the tax. Pretty much. Before they get too expensive. I'll probably keep our focus even until we unlock this idea group, and then we'll focus Diplo. We'll focus Diplo because we'll want to be going straight for exploration. Advancements merchants class. 10 influence, that is absolutely fine with me. Oh, he's got troops over him. Might be waiting in Co. Farmlands, is there a river crossing between you and Kane? There is. Although, I'd have probably fought him on the fort and before the fort fell. That way you could chase him to Talencon and not get stuck. Oh well. No one said the AI was smart, especially if they're on your side. Go for it to get involved in a fight. Holy Granada. Granada's doing better than most players do. Who backed you up? Morocco. Okay. I think in the initial years, Castile fights Granada on his own because Portugal's truce with Granada lasts just that little bit longer. Alright, I think that's him done. Attacker against Navarre and the Aragonese conquest of Navarre. Excellent. Oh, it's going to bring in Munster and Ulster. That is fine. However, you are cruel. So we don't need that many reasons for you not to join. So continue to improve relations with England. For the moment, I want to be able to grab fleet basing rights and military access off England, because I want to land what few troops we have in Cumbria, so that as the English stacks are moving up, we can get a day or two ahead of them, march onto West March, and cover off on land that England will most certainly try to steal in a peace agreement. Plus, if the fault and the capital falls to us directly, then we get the war score. And we can demand terms. Oh, he has rebels. He's at war and he has rebels. Alright, England. I would like military access. Hostile attitude towards Scotland. But what? But why though? Maybe when we're in a war together, he'll allow it. Otherwise, we're going to have to land straight into West March with our 2 troops and time it impeccably. Hang on. There we go. Right, Benson's up. Let's go. All 2 of you. Trade chips can come here just to bolster our numbers. Okay, so it's like the Indiana Jones moment, you know, with the bag of sand and the idol. If we get it wrong, then England covers off on West March and Lothian, and we're left with scraps. If not, then we can dictate terms. I've done it before, and it worked. The only anomaly this time is the fact that some of the Irish miners are now allied to Scotland, but that shouldn't be an issue. What am I looking for? Maybe a general? No, I don't need a general. I know, something's in the back of my head that I need to do. I know. I've entirely forgotten about it. 100% spy network on Scotland means if we do cover off on the forts, then we'll probably be a little bit better at sieging through them. Ready to go to war with Scotland, and almost immediately Make him back. We'll still have 100 in the background, and it'll tick down a little bit, but we can send our spy back. But next month we need to declare war on Scotland. We need to ask for access from England, and be waiting in Cumbria for backup. So let's go down to speed 4 because speed 5 is ridiculous. Right. Oh, France. Something right beside him. No, it's not. You're not at war. Yep, you're not at war anymore. Damn it. Fine. Everyone go home. Oh, France. Come on, get involved in something. Something bigger than a war on Navarra. Something bigger than a war on a one province minor. Our troops declare 1 day before they actually land. I don't think I'd be able to land the troops because I just wouldn't have access. I wouldn't be able to click onto English soil. And I think that I need to be at war with Scotland to have broken our relationship with Scotland before England will entertain the notion of any kind of access. As for military access, the only reason Hawaii would say no is hostile attitude towards Scotland and English opinion about Scotland. Take those two -100s and he's at a +3, so he would give us access. Would he give us fleet base, right? Yeah, he would. Same again. Positive +3. So, fleet base and rights would get us into Cumbria. But we need the access as well, don't we? I think his troops are down in London. It would give us about... It'd give us a leeway of about a month. How do I get in? France? Oh wow, they actually took the fort there. I need France to get involved in a fight. Yep, an actual fight with somebody. Oh, I'm doing that. Come on, Burgundy. This is what you're waiting for. This is what I'm waiting for. We would probably have one shot at this. If we lose this, then... Okay. If we lose this, then Scotland probably takes land off us in the peace deal. This is a very stable Europe. I mean, I know Navarre is gone, and Brittany is gone, but yeah. What is this? Attacker against Albania, however, occupied by Poland. Oh, Poland, have you pulled the trick off that I do? Yep, I think he's done that. Yep. That's weird. You don't really see the AI doing that. Poland, 9 times out of 10, doesn't get involved in the fight, Ottomans versus Albania, unless it's a player. Now, a player does it to try stamp on the Ottomans early on. they will improve relations with Albania, improve to the point where they would accept an alliance. Then the Ottomans declare into Albania, knowing that they're going to fight Albania and Venice, and Venice's vassals. They think, yeah, we can take that on. So they declare the fight. At that point, Poland offers Albania the alliance, and Albania calls Poland, Mazovia, Moldavia, Lithuania into this war, and it's a really early opportunity to squish the Ottomans. But you don't really see the AI doing that. Nope, just outright allied into Albania. Well done, Poland. Ask Aragon for supporting independence. I doubt he would. I doubt he would get involved. No, minus 184 reasons. Doing diplomatic relations, neutral attitude towards Scotland. No one hates Scotland quite enough. Sometimes they pick up Denmark. So these are the people that you should be going to immediately to support, to ask to support your independence. Anyone else, it's going to be, you're going to have a job on. Unless you in the lowlands. And you've got quite a few people around you who don't like Burgundy that much. Or did, what? No. Ah, you balls. This ends our support for independence. It also is going to be, oh, this is going to be crap. This is going to be crap. Nope, don't get involved. Thank you! I think I just I think I can hear my my housemate pissing. Oh dear, gonna have to have words about that. Nope, not getting involved in that fight. In fact, that might be a restart. Because England, we're gonna have a constant truce with England now, and he's the only person who would support our independence. Fine margins. Fine margins. How about Austria? Same again. They have no relation with Scotland. They wouldn't have a vested interest to see us freed from Scotland. The only people who will support your independence are someone who is quite far out, i.e. in our own little isolated cultural group. Other ones next to us, really. Alright. Let's go. Again. So, Scotland, who hates you? We could probably get both here. We could probably get both. Yep. Depending on relations. And depends on what happens with Maine. If they go to war over Maine, then 9 times out of 10 you can get England to support your independence after France has taken some losses with trying to take Maine back. So we'll improve relations with both. We'll put our trade ships No, not in North Sea. What am I doing with my my merchants? We'll collect from the channel, but we'll also collect from our end node. I mean, it's fractions of ducats, and you can go and protect trade in once our merchants get there. English channel, 0.1 of a ducat, brilliant. And where the merchant hasn't got there. Notice this happen a lot recently. You send a merchant to places and they don't actually go there. Okay, people. Less of that. I also will need just the 2. And my cogs can be mothballed just for a moment. I don't think we're going to go to war just yet. But soon though, and speed flight. Austria too many relations. Yeah, that as well. In the very start, he fills all of his relationship slots because, well, he's got Hungary, who is historical friend. He usually goes for that. But you've also got pretty much everyone in the empire who wants to be his friend, in some regard, or he wants to be friends with them, especially with electors. Here we go. Brandenburg, Palatinate, those 2 are electors, I know for sure. Palatinate, Brandenburg, he's just trying to solidify votes for himself. Royal March from Scotland, no way. He can ram that. Don't want high relations with Scotland. How far away are we? Still not far. Yeah, we'll get this. We'll definitely get this. I'm kind of hoping. Good. Kind of hoping that France and England do go to war. How much money are we making? About half a ducat. Not bad. Lose ducats, lose more ducats, or trade efficiency. We'll lose a little bit of ducats. What do we have? What modifiers do we have? Attack cost and trade efficiency. Not bad at all. Twice in a row. Twice in a row that's happened, and you are only guaranteeing the independence of Scotland instead of actually breaking the guarantor in favour for an ally. Probably because he picked up Brittany. He starts allied with Provence at the very start of the game. So he's picked up Saxony, picked up Brittany, and he's just guaranteeing Scotland. He doesn't want to turn that into a proper alliance just yet. Good. Bodes well for us. Yeah, we'll get that. And we've already got that. Okay, you come back. Won't mind Denmark getting involved as well. If we set the provinces that we would want. Actually, England, what is it that you want? Yeah, we have overlapping bits and pieces. Overlapping bits and pieces. But I think we can cover off on... I think we can cover off on these 3 provinces. I'm just wary that if Denmark lands troops, and they'll probably land it by via Norway, they land up here, the Orkneys. If he lands up here, I don't want him transferring land up here to Norway. I mean, it's not a terrible thing if he does. but I'd rather he didn't. Let's at least build spy network on you. Yeah, both England and Denmark support independence. It's easy mode. You have too many diplomatic relations. Damn it. We might get this. Picked up Savoy, not Saxony. Quite a difference. Did I say Saxony? Must have had a really hard day yesterday. Yeah, picked up Savoy. Although when I tried my Savoy game, France never wanted to be my friend. Although saying that, this was HRE. This was outside HRE. Yeah, you kind of Savoy. You stuck between a rock and a hard place. Denmark is at war. Damn it. All right. Well, we going along. But what? Danish conquest of Oslo. And we're on the opposite side of Scotland. Does it? Am I getting subsidies? Subsidies. No. How are we making this much? Decent amount from trade. Well, that's Scotland gone. Now I just need France to get into a bit of trouble. Interesting, Scotland's actually getting involved in fights. And he's got Red Bull. Have you picked up the Livonian? I don't know how he's picked up the Livonian order. Oh. You know. Wait, what? Protecting node English channel, but you're in port. Are you actually protecting the English channel? No. No, you're not. Okay. Yeah, well, it wasn't intended. Here we go. Defender against Burgundy, even better. Bring you back. Let's sort out these. Alright, Scotland's fleet's right here with his heavy. He must know that something's amiss. Come on, Scotland, I want to be in there. And he's right on his border as well. I can go around the other side. So Rig has been pieced out. It's as if he knows. Okay, England. Every now and then, France flips into not wanting it. Oh no. I didn't lose any troops. Nor any ships. Have to remember, we're in the middle of another war as well. Alright, just walk back. And now this bit is clear. Scotland, you do a stupid job. But declaring our troops are in the right place. England's just going to take these provinces for himself. And not transfer anything to us because he's greedy. Don't want that. Right, that allows us out. JQ on the boat there. And into here. Who's underneath us? No one. Conference, there's a point where you join this. Oh, maybe there isn't. No, France is doing alright in his war. Although war exhaustion is getting high. You just have to time it right. We're going to lose 4 stability, but I could insult them and get rid of good relations, but it would still end up with -3. And so we wait. A little bit more war exhaustion. If Burgundy can hold out. Bonioda would be forced to give Denmark 10% of their income. Fair enough. Nope. I need a free diplomat for this. Ten prestige, or no, let's go for 10 prestige. I mean, the longer the war goes on, the more the war exhaustion is going up. And then we just need a random, a little bit like that. Occupied and besieged provinces. They're on here at the moment. Come on, France. You don't want to get into this. It's fine. It's fine. Nope. There we go. Perfect. I need from you fleet base and rights. So I can cover off on there immediately. England, where are your troops? Oh, they're all in Ireland. Oh no, no, there's a few coming. Can we get from you lot? No, I can't. Not a general. How are you? You're actually quite good. How are you? Yeah, I could risk you. Risk a siege pit? Okay, one singular siege pit. Yeah, you need to get here quicker. Alright, so we've covered off on one province. The problem is he's coming from the back end of Esher, which means I think he's got access immediately onto Lothian. Also, let's take tech and such. Oh, subsidies. I mean, tiny amounts of subsidies, but still. Every little counts. We'll see your West March. Brilliant. Now, I wonder where you're going. You're going back to Ireland. I need to get on my boat here, I think. And we need to strategically redeploy. Okay, there we go. No reaction from this lot. And you have been spanked in Ireland, haven't you? That's unfortunate for you. It's unfortunate for us as well, but if we can get through all of these provinces and be sat on the capital. How are the numbers anyway? Fairly even. If we can get through all of this and be sat on the capital, then we could probably demand a good few provinces over here. Alright, so England's sat on the capital. Of course. You're going to fight into this. You're going to win there. You're going to win here. Let's try and cover off just there. We'll also get onto the capital, just in case this guy shuffles around a little bit to react to other people. If England here shuffles around, then we'll get the siege, or we'll get the uh-oh. Oh, we won. Are we the dude? Nope. Are we the dude? Nope. Are we the dude? No. Should really peace out before this. I doubt that that Scotland would give this to us. Doubt that Scotland would give Lothian to us. Unless we want to be in this for long term, I use England to separately piece out all the Irish miners. Affile. Well, you know that though. Yeah, none of them have been sieged just yet, apart from Donegal. What? You in your own separate little war over there? Yeah, okay. Who was on Scotland's side again? On Scotland's side was Clarencard, Kildare and Offaly. These three just here. Would have been France, but we waited until France was occupied with Burgundy. I mean, there's still quite a lot. You've got to be wary of one province miners, because one province miner can raise what, 8 troops, 4 troops maybe. But you're not only fighting this, you're also fighting the manpower that one province miner, the manpower pool that one province miner. I mean, we're 2 provinces, we can raise 11,000. So 3 one province miners, like, you can be 30,000 troops that they are capable of producing over the course of a fight, over the course of a battle, unless you can cover off on the provinces and stop them from producing troops. So 4 or 5 of them grouping together, especially in the HRE, especially like over here, can be quite scary. Yep. Yeah, I think it's time to... do I risk this? Do I risk... I would like to loot the stuff that we're not going to take. I don't think I need to be wary of any enemy ships. Let's have you back out protecting trade in English Channel. Mop all our transports. And I think this is a blockade for any of these trying to get over to us. Why am I losing money? Diplomatic expenses. Harbour fees. Oh no. Damn it. Blasting, damn it. No. Diplomatic expenses should not be a thing anymore. We're making money. We're making 1.3. Why haven't you caught up? Why haven't you caught up even after 3 ticks? Paradox, please fix. There we go. So one of you has been fully sieged. I think it's Offaly. Yep. So we'll piece out Offaly. War reps. If we grab all, I mean, we can grab all their money. But if we grabbed all their money, then the majority of that money would go to England. War reps, however, come directly to us. We'd be better off with them transferring their trade power to us as well, and maybe grabbing annulled treaties. Or give up claims for prestige. There we go. Decent amount of prestige. Now we've pieced one of the dudes out, and they are in the same node as us, so they transfer their trade power to us, which is, it's not going to be a lot, but it'll be a nice amount. Better than nothing. Kildare, however. Nope, not Clonard. Kildare. Here's a province. Oh, England's already taken you. Here's a province that you don't want. War reps. Transfer trade power. Give us some claims. Another lump of 10 prestige. There you go. Except not. Why not? Oh, total 10 prestige will be divided between that. Yeah, we didn't do much in this one. England have done 98% of the work. Uh oh, they are going to be really, really mad when I peace out. Hey, Raffan. Can you loot with troops stand off? Yep. Oh, you should be able to. Our armies will loot 0. Yeah, yeah, you can. You're paying for Scottish forts at yeah. Let's turn you off. That's better. A little bit more efficient. I'm actually making some money. Making more than that though. Guess what, we're making more than that. Oh well. And what's war reps like from the Fools? Not much. Nice amount of subsidies. Spoils of war, okay. It's going alright. We're doing a Isles Run Exodus Take 2. One where we actually expand over here. And give ourselves a decent base for heading off into the unknown. Nope. We need to separately peace out. Clown card. War ups, transfer trade power, give a few claims. There we go. Fine. 100% done. Now, we can wait. England will get pissed off with this fight, especially if he's got rebels, and he might separately peace out. If he separately pieces out for Lothian, then we can have a 100% peace deal with Scotland, and it's not going to piss off England because he will have already had his separate peace. I might do that. Whilst we're at war with Scotland, I'm sure that England are going to continue to subsidise us. Which means we're making a lot more money than we would. Might end up with rebels, which is a bit of a concern. What's your enthusiasm for this? Current ruler will die. Current heir will die. Ruler or well, kind of both the same, except you've got tech cost minus 5%, which is better. And trade efficiency, which is nice. As long as we can dodge rebels. I only need to build 3 troops to get through this. And we could. And we could. Missed a lot of streams. Well, you've not missed much. Did a little bit on Bohemia. Just catching up. What else did we do? Another Isle stream. Just trying this, but getting over to the Americas, but we ended up being Scotland's minion for far too long. What else did we try? I don't know, we must have spent about a week doing Poland. Go on, England, get out. There we go. Might be time to go now. Alright, well, we're going to end up pissing England off a lot. But I need to cut England off. Well, sort of. Kind of cut him off. Something like that. Revoke cause. That'll do. It's going to piss England off. It's going to piss him off a hell of a lot, but I don't really care. I'd have preferred it if England got out. Sieges have been bastards of late. It's unfortunate to hear. Alright. It's unfortunate that we couldn't get on the capital ourselves. I'd like to have taken Lothian, but we can do that in a subsequent war. I want to swap you out for war reps. We don't have enough. I'll take away one of your cores. It's going to be a lot of Diplo, but I'm trying to remember what the Bohemia ones. Yeah, we're dipping in and out of the Bohemia ones, just keeping that running. I think we're into the last 35 years or so of the Bohemia run. Starting to get into properly dismantle the Ottomans, and we've just uncovered the Ming. Ollie, where you go? Oh, he's gonna be mad. He's gonna be real mad. Yup. If we roll marriage, improve relations with him, we might be able to. We might be able to just keep him satiated for a while. Grab claim on you, and you. Might as well use this spy network while we have it. And you can come back. Holstein. I'm vassal of England. Left it a little bit late to get in here. Vassal of England. Yep, just everyone's England's minion. I will wait till you come down a little bit. See if your rivals. How about Scotland? And the Bogmullist heretics should stick to Scottish lands. Scotland has announced us as a new rival. Interesting. And alliance is breaking. Can we improve relations with you to get past? 20 favours. 1 every 4 years. No. No, that alliance is breaking with England. Well, we do have the royal marriage, therefore if they want to attack into us, they're going to have to break the royal marriage first. So we'll have some sort of early warning. Yeah, it's a fairly shitty ruler. Although, Edward Lancaster is not bad. 466. We have no legal heir, which is a shame. Relations. Still love us. Still love us a little bit. How do we dismantle Ireland? Sligo, Offaly and Munster. You're England, you're a vassal of England, you're a vassal of England, you're England. The only way that we can get into them at all is through Leinster. We do have a sort of a border. Do France never jump? And when you start rebel against the Scots, yeah, on the previous stream yesterday actually, Scotland was a one province minor, and France still came to his aid. You just have to wait until France is busy elsewhere, until the little cross appears, and then pounce. And I think he was at war with Burgundy at the time. You can see by the chunk he's taken out of Burgundy. And he won't defend Scotland, and so we use that opportunity to drag England into a fight against Scotland, and it worked. And our stability is low. I don't want to spend in that much though. Can finish a mission. We can indeed. What is it? It is construction cost and construction time, which leads on to 50 admin power and a tax income of +10 if we have built workshops and churches. 5 churches and 5 workshops. Now, don't get caught in the trap of taking these just because you can. If you're not constructing anything, then there's no point in taking this. If this isn't going to be immediately beneficial and you can get it straight away, there's no point in taking this. In fact, the whole conquer new states, I wait until the age of absolutism to take this, because the harsh treatment cost of -33% stacks really well with the splendor bonus of harsh treatment -50%, which means when you're trying to control court and country, you can just harsh treatment all your rebels for loads of absolutism. Keep the absolutism high, come out of court and country with the maximum bonus, a little bit more harsh treatment, and you're at 100% absolutism for not much military power. You harsh treatment in some rebels for like 7 military power. So if you don't need it just now, then just keep it on the back burner. If I go through a spate of constructing a load of trade buildings, perhaps when we do get to New World, then that'll be a time to grab that mission. How soon do you can go to the New World? It's going to be in 1462. We can pick up exploration. We then need to get to the second idea in order to be able to hire an explorer, unless we get one from an event, and then we can use our 3 trade ships to at least go exploring. We can use the Greenland land. Greenland land? Yeah, that works. The Greenland province to get across to America like we did yesterday. We just have to remember not to move our capital over there. 333 with a weak claim. We can do better. I'm going to gamble. I'm going to gamble on us being able to do better than that. And subsidies are cancelled immediately. Still making money? No. Why? Diplomatic expenses. Still diplomatic expenses for what? Diplomatic expenses for what? Oh, wait. It says the monthly balance are going up. And it is going up by 140. So why haven't you caught up? Again, paradox. Please fix. Let's go with... I'd usually pick army professionalism, however... we don't have any army professionalism, so we're not going to lose any. After just ingesting a lot of land. I don't really want that unrest. There we go. And I'm going to need to build troops. I can already feel it. Lollard heretics. Scottish separatists. I'm going to need to increase autonomy as well. This morning I figured out why you had to pay 9 mil points for free war taxes about a week or so ago. Corruption. Oh, of course, yeah. Yeah. That baffled me a little bit for a while. Well, it baffled me for the briefest of moments. As soon as the stream was done, I wasn't baffled by it anymore. I'd probably forgotten it. But, yeah, now I know. Interesting. Wait, what? Right, come back. And fix yourself up. Yeah, maintain with England. If you've got high relations with England, then, uh-oh. So improve relations with France, just in case. Got some military access, so I can just walk over here. I'm gonna say no. Even though it would give us early warning if England were about to declare war on us. Inverness, Sutherland, and Argyll. I'm gonna have to increase autonomy. Gonna be crap land for a while anyway. Or extension. Oh, accepted culture as well. Nope, still Highlander. Separatism, negative stability is a +4. Holy Jesus. Ayrshire, East March and West March. I could actually probably, if we were in positive stability, get rid of all of that. In fact, that might be enough. It's not going to be enough. Scotland is no longer a valid rival for us. They're not going to do anything whilst they're on 0 maintenance. How much for the next? Clergy, I need you to pull your fingers out. We'll seek support into demand admin. One more take. There we go. That's unrest at low. We can move all of you off to deal with Scottish separatists. We also have all three stacked up in Ayrshire, or in one of these. We should be able to get one of them down to 0. Ish, sort of. Down to 2.2. Okay. You two as well. Let's have our 3 trade ships out protecting trade in China. Why not? So Ayrshire down to 0. Pushes up the next revolt to 13.1 years. It's going to be more than enough time to get everything caught. Should be. Trend Unrest Advisor. I don't think I have the money for it. Alright, this I might need to reload. Oh, I might need to reload. We are making money. 0.30, 0.29, but it just says we're not. It's calculating diplomatic expenses even though we cancelled ship basing rights. Fleet basing rights, sorry. A long time ago. Now let's make a state. Start dragging down the autonomy in these provinces. Start making them a little bit more profitable. Yeah, go on then. And that Scottish separatist melting away. Bring you all the way down. How much are we making then? Just short of a ducat. Don't need enough rages, just those Scottish rebels hit 0. Gives you like 5 million years time to handle them. Yep. Yeah, I mean, I knew it would be close. I knew it would be close with grabbing stability and pumping out troops. The Highland, was it Highland rebels that were at 90 for like 8 ticks? I was concerned that they were going to rise up and just wipe everyone out. That was a little bit hairy for a time, and we've spent over the odds for stability, but if it works, let's grab, do we grab you now? Yep, Renaissance spreads really, really slowly. Best off to get it early if you can, just before, or well before this tech penalty gets too high. I'm going to need to start dishing out. I'm going to have to start dishing out provinces to the estates before they get really, really mad with us. Yep, the nobility is getting mega pissed off. We can keep them pissed off for a while. 60 diplo, 2 mercantilism. Oh, let's go for the 2 mercantilism. Even though you can use the 6 diplo immediately. So, there are arguments for both. Okay. 304. 0. 4. 3. Oh, this better be good. Land leader maneuver. Nope. Let's turn you into a general. Let's try to kill you off as soon as we can. Leinster. Attack against. Alright. You come back from England briefly. Just offload. England's just taking everything now. One more power, brilliant. Right, what do we give to nobility? What is it that they want? 96 autonomy wool? What will that do? Percentage of land to 20%. How much do you need? 15. There we go. Perfect. Well, you've been hitting the Irish. Yeah. I'm fabricating on Leinster. Yeah, we might try to get into Ireland, just to deny England a little bit. Oh, does Scotland take this off Norway? Yep. Scottish separatists at 10%. Ayrshire, East March, West March. Why? Separatism, non-accepted culture. I can accept this. Only has 13 development, and I would have to develop these. I'd have to develop these promises in order to accept the culture, which would knock 2 off the unrest. 2? Yeah, 2. Negative stability, yeah. That needs to be dealt with. Whilst this land is freshly taken, whilst we've got high separatism, it's going to be advantageous if we have positive stability. Right, who's winning this war? If I go to war with Leinster and suddenly he gets taken out, I'd rather be the one that attacks into whoever takes. It'll probably be Ormerod. If Ormerod takes this, it looks like he might. So we attack into Ormerod instead. Let's bring you back. Let's improve relations with England. Try to keep those relations. Try to keep those relations high. Okay. Well. Take care, Shine. No. No, we're dead then. It's been twice in a row that England haven't gone to war with France for the stuff over here, which makes England more profitable and stronger, because usually they'll go to war for Maine, and then as soon as the peace deal is over, France will attack into England again, which turns England's attention away from Ireland. And that's the way that we did it last time. Actually, no, the way that we did it last time was getting into Scotland, waited for England to get pieced out by himself. And therefore we didn't break the trust. And then whilst England's back was turned, fighting against France, we pretty much got into, whilst we had the alliance with England as well, we got into Ireland and just blitzed our way through it. Rest in peace. Yeah, the longer that you play EU4, the more you get a feeling for when, no, this is not going to end well for us. And it's the first, I'd say, first 50 years. First 50 years, as say, well, okay, they've gone, but people like Byzantium, people like Albania. If you can get the first 50 years right, usually it sets you up for a good game after that. But if things aren't going well in the first 50 years, they're unlikely to get much better. And this is not going well. Yep. Plus his manpower pool, plus the fact that he's got all the ships in the world. He's eating far too much over here. Hasn't been weakened enough by France. Still got Calais. Oh no, maybe we took too much. Maybe we took too much. I mean, theoretically, all that I need is freedom from Scotland. But to jump to the Americas, all I need is freedom from Scotland. Although, being able to cover off on provinces, and stop England from just outright taking all of Scottish provinces. I don't know. Yes, you move your capital to Halfstad province, so I think you can promote culture of a Halfstad area. There is an event for Denmark to grant Scotland the pro. Oh, okay. I think England's always going to want to get into this land because he's got missions to form Great Britain, hasn't he? Okay, alright, we can do this. We can do this. Might take a bit of setup. Might well have been better off when those rebels popped, just staying with it. But because they were sat on a fort, I knew that they were going to take the fort, the English would come and push them off the fort, take the fort back. And then I'd have more troubles. Because waiting for England to separately peace out, he could take the coastal province, not coastal province, the fort province, West March, for himself. Right. We can do this. We can do this. Alright, who ate you? Oh, both. Both Denmark and England. It's an early independence supported. Improve relations with Denmark, we'll probably be able to get that as well. You can mothballed. Everyone else can stand down for now. What if we go mega early? No, we need France out of this, really. Or do we? Or we can test mega early. I think England would come up and initially smash the Scottish, but then the event of Maine would pop off. Yeah, I think his forces would be more split. Alright, you lot. Onto the cogs. Doesn't have a siege bit. Oh well. Let's try an early one. One where France comes in. I'm gonna need... Yeah, you're heading north. As are you. Yeah. Forgot about the one that we'd left. So they're sieging through us here. As long as we're ready in time. What general do you have? You have a 3 maneuver general. I'm hoping when this falls, we can get onto Lothian before they can. That's what I'm hoping for anyway. England have accepted. Okay. Why would you hire 4 when you know there are 6 just here? Oh, I see. Take a lot of attrition here, England. That's really what you want to do. Now the British Navy should be enough to keep France at bay. Also, if we took Sutherland and Argyle, we could block you on my capital. I mean, it's a terrible place to get blocked onto, but as needs must. Also, merchants. What am I doing with merchants? Let's have them collect from trade here. Let's have them collect from trade that. Alright, need to be ready to rock. Even one maneuver pip might be enough. Oh, disease outbreak. That's some quite hefty subsidies there, thank you very much. With England getting his bum eaten, he might be more willing to separately peace out. I need to be able to get onto that before you. In fact, I need to be able to get onto a lot of these before you. Nobility. No, we're not going to be able to get to general there. Come on, I need maneuver pips. 4. Any. Just more than what he has. Yeah, that might be enough. That might be enough. Okay, I didn't need to worry. Squish. Kill that deal now. Nope. Who's going to attack us? The French Navy. With 7 transports. Right. We'll cover off on Argyle. That is our siege, isn't it? It is. Cover off on Argyle, cover off on Sutherland. A blockade here means he can't get back. Oh, he's going to take these for himself. But we have the capital. We have the fort, we have the capital. We can probably turn this fort off actually. I'll get Kildare out as soon as I can. I'd like what few troops England has to return against the Scottish army, which is quite big actually. Well, it is getting smaller with the amount of attrition it's taking. Got to turn defensive edicts on. Probably a little bit late. Kill there, that's you out. Let's go war ups. Holland have gone with the Jagello, which is good. Means he's not going to get destroyed by Muscovy and the Ottomans, or you would hope not anyway. Holland's going after Albania. Lost the siege of Inner Hebrides. But it's okay. Sort of. Won the siege of Lothian. Kind of need to defend that capital though, don't we? We'll arrive in Argyle. Uh-oh. Let's leave you with your capital. At least isolate the force type. This isn't good. Why would you choose to take this back and not your capital? Three armor professionalism is nice. Nope, I need to get there. I need to get there before you. Alright, big game of musical chairs. Not today. I need to be the one covering off on all of this land. Otherwise, terrible things happen. Oh. Make sure you give some land to England. Never give land to England. I thought Dutch people had historical rival English people. Yeah, it's in this war, because I've brought in France, I'm hoping that at some point, England's already announced a medium enthusiasm. If England separate peace out Scotland, then we can take pretty much whatever we want. Within reason. I know what you're doing. I know what you're doing. It's sneaky. Support the House of York. Brilliant. Now I need you lot to squish this. And I need to jump on to that province before you can get there. And you need to sort out this. Oh, okay. Right, so that is the peace deal. That's England out. So I can probably take a little bit. Home independence. What? I mean, all we have to do is dodge his army a little bit. Although the French Navy could quite easily come up here and squish us. Maintain with them. I'll grab that royal marriage. We do have to take a more score because we now control our capital. It's going to take you a while to get through yours. Oh, France. They give us independence, but they won't give us land. I needed England in just that little bit longer. Just that little bit longer to squish the Scottish troops. Or I needed England to focus on the Scottish troops. If we'd have squished these troops, we wouldn't have anywhere else to rebuild them. Maybe we just go for the independence. Speaking of Dutch nations, can you play as Gallery next live stream? Yeah, sure. What's it? Gallery. Not played a lot with the Dutch mine. Whoop, sorry. Not played a lot with the Dutch miners just because all the ideas around here are exactly the same. Well, yeah, I can give Galway a go. What trade map mod look like? No CB&Ts for us will be viable. Outside the HRE. Not going to cause everyone to lose their shit. Half decent turn for a capital. Yeah, we'll give that a go. As for this. Oh, England. I did say that all I required was independence. Let's go with that. Instead of actually taking land in Scotland, let's just be happy with independence. But you get you to revoke a call because I need that. Right, so independence. England still loves us because, well, one, we didn't take land, and two, he had already pieced out of that war. So, independent nation. We're no longer giving subsidies to an overlord, but we are getting subsidies from England. Wonder how long they're going to last? Probably not long. Let's have you protecting trade in the English Channel. You lot can mothball yourselves up just there. And yeah, instead of trying to take land here, I'm just going to focus. We'll probably go speed 5, and we're going to focus on getting ourselves away to the New World. If we could have taken Argyle and Ayrshire and had a walkway to the island, shall I say, I'd have probably started eating into Ireland whilst England are otherwise engaged, but we'll try this route. We'll try it this way. So not having to deal with rebels, we're not having to deal with unrest and rebellion. We can confine our monarch points to exactly where they need to be. Also, that song just seems to get louder and louder. Plus our war production is quite high. Our stability needs to come up. Still with the subsidies. What did you want to do with King Henry the 7th of York? Good. Outstanding. Let's improve relations with England. Actually, no. No. Let's stop improving relations. Because he, by giving us subsidies, is improving relations with us. So perhaps if we get to a certain cap of relations, he'll stop giving us subsidies. And I don't really want that to happen. I don't need rivals. No need for them. Also, we can stop improving relations with you. Okay, wrong. They all have their own idea sets now, but Zealand starts with Dutch ideas. Okay. I think I mentioned it on a previous video. It's start of a series many moons ago. I think it was when I was doing Dismarsh. It might have been when I was doing Burgundy actually, where I went through and there must have been about 8 countries all with the same idea sets. I was like, well, that's set well for another DLC, isn't it? So we're not doing much over here at all. I will speed 5 it until Palace Cool. Oh no. Yeah, alright. Just boys a little runt. We're gonna kick him off the balcony. Oh, from the frying pan into the fire. What is this? Nope. Connell get chucked in the sea. Connell, you're gonna get chucked in the sea at the earliest opportunity. I need the next event. I need stability, not stability. Although that would be nice. I need prestige, so I can kick this guy into Dutch. A 1-1-1. I mean, it's better than a 0-0-0, I suppose. But still, not much. Not by much. Still getting these subsidies from England. We're making a lot more money than we were. No, I don't need him. Nope, don't need him. Making a lot more money than we were yesterday. Was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday when we ended up just under Scotland for the entirety of colonising in the New World. Is our rogues option coming down? Oh, now they've just got a claim. Well, I'm still allied with England. Still giving me subsidies. Hebridean peasants. I'm gonna have to get stability out. possibly. Maybe in your box. Nope. It's not food time just yet. There you go. Oh, subsidies. Gone. Well, we'll still be making money. Yes. Considering the amount we were making this time yesterday. That's not bad. That's half a colonist. It bodes well. Influence on Scotland. I'd really like it if England, you could influence me. Yearly corruption, brilliant. Let's grab under stability. Do we? No, not just yet. If it jumps to 90, I will. But our war exhaustion is coming down. And that's having quite an effect. Plains all are all quite okay. If you switch to Dutch ideas, playing wide, they all suck except Brabant. Can you get the, what is it, the Madrigal achievement, is it? The one about forming Netherlands. I don't think I've got that yet. Truce at Kildare has ended. This fight against Scotland, I should have probably had my ships up here, or at least a ship up here, to stop him getting across to my capital. We could have compressed him into Scotland land, and England might have actually gone and wiped him out. Excellent. There we go. Didn't need to waste admin on stability, although wait, what? Right. Although I would still quite like a stability from somewhere. There we go. Shame entered them from Dutch nation as a minor nation that starts with Dutch culture. So each of them is capable of doing it. Okay, well we'll do that then. The next stream will be Gelray into Dutch nation. We'll go for the achievement. Excellent. An extra monarch point on something somewhere. We will use caution, and this is taking a long time. This is taking so long, I might grab Yearly Prestige if I can grab one for fairly cheap. The next event that comes along that offers us at least 2 prestiges, we'll take it so we can throw our air in the bin. Because a 1-1-1 is not acceptable. Especially if we're off colonizing. Need to be generating a lot of Diplo points. Exploration idea group is Diplo. You want to be getting through as quickly as possible. Do build churches. We could do with building churches. Not marketplaces, churches. 200 ducats. It's going to take ages to pay stuff back. But we do get events. I know that we get events to increase. Some of the dev. Alright. Still allied with France, yeah. Which might keep Scotland safe. I mean, I want Scotland to keep safe until we've grown ginormous over here and we're ready to come back and just smash the British Isles. Till then, I would like a foothold. Although if we'd have taken just one province off Scotland, we'd been able to pop out a vassal, and we'd be able to feed the said vassal. Bits and pieces. To isolate ourselves to just one province. Oh well. House of MacDonald is shaken. No. Legitimacy. You can take all the legitimacy, just keep my precious prestige where it is. Actually, no, I need more of it. Need a lot more prestige. Actually, I need 2.6. Yeah, why not? I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not getting involved in it. So, Sohinian heretics. What? Who? Why? Negative stability, just because of negative stability. Now we could grab stability. I'd rather have an event that gave us stability though. Hang on, what are you doing? Hang on, what are you doing? What is this? Who are you fighting? You're not fighting Scotland, are you? No, you're down here. Why are you not over here then? Maybe he has an interest in keeping the current Scottish dudes on the throne. No idea. France is in a bit of bother. They're just rebels. Are they just rebels? Yeah, just rebels. Let's get a spy network built on you just because we can. Come on, events. Give me a bit of prestige. I just need positive prestige so I can put... Oh, hello. Nope. Nope. I just need positive prestige so I can throw this air in the bin. We'd have a stability cost advisor. Although it's not really worth it for 10%. What we'd save what, 10 admin? Yeah, 10 admin. It's not worth it. If it was 20%, it might be worth picking up that advisor for such times when you maybe need 2 or 3 stabilities, one after another. But 10%, it's not enough to warrant spending the initial money to pick them up. Yeah, I know stability's low. I'm waiting for the game to give me stability, but it's not happening. It's also not giving us prestige. This is like the longest I've ever gone without a specific event. Ugh. All right, I need you out there. I need a muff. Trade chips. I need you up here. I'll accept that. And we're being subsidised by Aragon. I thought Scotland was getting involved in this. That's why I brought my ships up here, so that he couldn't just walk straight across to me and squish me. Maybe not. Alright. Well. You can all go down. I'll bring you in to fix up. So Aragon, do you hate France? Is that your rival? Yeah. So subsidising anybody who goes to war with France. What if we could use our fleet here? Right, what are we at war with? All of France and associated bits and pieces over here. We'll go generate some favours with England. Get involved, do some stuff. Whilst leaving transports over here just in case anyone nasty lands in Scotland and decides to walk across to our 2-stack and squish us whilst we're looking the other way. Yeah, boy. Alright. Can you move your legs, please? I need to grab a hold of my mouse. Thank you. Dylan, my cat, is here. And has decided to sit on my hand. The same hand that I use for mousing things. Well done, Dylan. I wonder if we're generating any favours. Actually, helping with the block it. Will you get your stupid bum off my hand? Thank you. Helping out with about 9%. So yeah, kind of. We're sort of helping. We're doing a thing. Wow, Leinster kicking France's arse. You don't see that often. Looks like Scotland's got rid of his rebels. Also looks like you won't join, but you won't join either. If we'd have only taken a province or two. If only we'd have taken a province or holy moly. A province or two. Then we'd have the force limit to easily fight France. Fight Scotland and his other minions that he's got down here. But no. No. On this particular run, we're testing out just staying as a 2 province. Getting free, just 2 province. Just sat on our own. Been allied with England so we don't get squished by Scotland when they decide that they want bits and pieces back. And now that England can turn its full attention against France, might not be the easiest fight for France now. Oh, well, though it is France. Doesn't have a land though. Does have a Savoy. Oh no. And the treacherous England won't get involved. Not big enough fleet. That's us dead. Not big enough fleet. So I can't trust Scotland. If we just go for independence, I need to take out Scotland and take land from him, so that we can grow bigger, and so that in times like that, I mean, I'd already looked at the odds, I'd already looked at the numbers when this was happening. So it's no surprise that Scotland was doing exactly the same thing to us. Is there a point when England wouldn't defend us? Because we were looking at a point when France wouldn't defend him. And had we grown by a few more provinces, I'd have already been building troops at that point. I'd have probably already have declared war on him, actually, whilst he had his rebels. So the initial fight with Scotland has to be for land. I mean, it kind of makes sense anyway. But it needs to happen in such a manner that England separate pieces out at some point. Because when England separate pieces out, you retain your high relations. If you separate piece out and England is still in the war, he'll get mega pissed off. However, if he separate pieces out, he has no relations over, he has no opinion over your peace deal once he's not part of the peace deal. So an early fight into Scotland looks viable if you can pick up England immediately, because the war exhaustion that England gets from these forts being occupied is enough to drag England out as soon as the Wars of the Roses kick off. Do need to remember to put my fleet into the, what is it called? North Channel? Into North Channel, because if my fleet, after depositing my troops in Cumbria, if my fleet's up here, Scotland can't get across to the Outer and the Inner Hebrides, which means it's confined to this area, which means that England will probably make a concerted effort to go squish him. And once the Scottish troops are squished, barring shenanigans from France by landing troops, I think the only way that France could get up here to land troops was because England had pieced out. Therefore, the Royal Navy had pieced out, and so France could ship troops around willy-nilly. So stop the Scottish from getting across to the Outer Hebrides, which allows the English to squish them. Cover off on all provinces. And then wait. Wait for this and this and the Wars of the Roses to drag England out, to white piece them out. Even if they take war reps and money, I don't care. As long as we are covered off on the provinces that we need down here, at least the capital, at least this fort. Then after that, we're fighting a Scotland that, yeah, still has France on its side, but doesn't have any troops, and has all of its provinces occupied by us. Which before, when we had all of the provinces occupied, was a 39% peace deal. All provinces occupied plus no more Scottish troops. You're probably talking nearer to 50, maybe 60. At that point we can take Argyll and Esher. And if we've got Argyll and Esher, then we've got a way of walking to Ireland. If we can walk to Ireland, then we can start expanding into Ireland, and it's very quick getting into Ireland. Very quick to expand into Ireland. And the only people that are going to really feel this are the Irish and the Scottish, because the English are allies with us. They won't really give a toss about us expanding over here, and they'll be dealing with their rebels, and then they'll probably have to deal with the Burgundy people fighting over Calais, which again gives us more time to get through Ireland without England getting involved. The fight with France, so the retaking of his cause, again gives us more time to get through Ireland. England's concentrating its troops elsewhere, as opposed to the earlier playthrough, where England took a lot of this really quickly. I still got a couple of vassals over here, which is unfortunate. Yeah, Hamburg finished its first colonial nation, East Coast, and did name it Hamburger. Hamburger, cheeseburger, bacon burger, Hawaiian burger, what else? Cumberland sausage burger. They're a bit weird. I mean, it kind of works, but it's weird. Haggis burger. The pub across the road from me does a beef and haggis burger. It's quite nice. It's quite nice. I might actually go. I wonder if they're doing food today. Let's have a little look. Yep. I think the pub across the road is doing food. Outstanding. I can go get myself pie. Cheesesteak. Oh dear. I mean, I think cheese goes well with everything. I mean, you even get cakes made of it. And wheels of cheese. Although the one was in a supermarket once, and I don't know where we were. I think we were probably in France as a kid, and there's a giant wheel of cheese. I went and touched it, but I didn't realise that wheels of cheese, they kind of sweat, and so I just ended up with this sweaty, greasy cheese residue on my hand, and my hand smelled of cheese for days. For days. But yeah, there was probably a sign that said don't touch the cheese, but it was in French. That's my excuse. Anyway, I'm gonna get myself away and get some food, but we'll probably go again here. I already know, again, the longer you play EU4, you kind of predict outcomes. Scotland has claims, has cause on all of this land, and it would be very, very easy for him to just take everything. And that's exactly what he's going to do. It's going to be game over for us. Unfortunately, as soon as our navy got annihilated, that was it. He could get across, and that's us. End game. The more you play, the better you are at predicting the future. Although I didn't predict that, did I? I thought Scotland was going to just sit on his own. But no, we do need to take stuff from Scotland. I was going to be happy just sitting next to Scotland, generating ducats, getting ourselves away. But it looks like It looks like we're going to have to actually take stuff off Scotland and weaken them. Have you ever heard about a Philly cheesesteak? I have indeed. What was it? Local supermarket used to do I don't know, it was like a pasta thing, but yeah, Philly cheesesteak. It's like shredded steak, a little bit like you get with pulled pork. It was like that, but with, well, cheese. But we do better cheese than the Americans. Americans have squeezy cheese. Americans have squirty cheese. Anything that comes out of a can that's squirted is not. Will you try not eating that? Is not fit for consumption. Okay. We get your hand. No. So I'm gonna wait for some food. Obviously, I need to feed my cat as well because he's been a right nuisance. It only happens when he wants food. You know what pets are like. Americans don't make cheese. They produce an insult. Yep. I don't know what went wrong though, because I mean they've got access to all the stuff that we have. They've got access to cows. They've got access to fields. I don't know where it went wrong. It's a very simple process. I don't know. I don't know who looked at a block of cheese and thought, you know what? I need to be able to squirt that. Instead of using the strength in my wrist to get this knife and cut through it, I need to be able to just be lazy and depress a little button and have it. Yeah, I don't know. Americans don't like the legal issues with cheese. They're only allowed to use pasteurized milk. Yeah, that's pretty shitty. I remember going, where was it? Went camping. It was actually in the Lake District. I don't know. It was this farm next to this fell that we were going up the next day, and the local farm sold unpasteurized milk in like these rubber bags. Oh, it was the best milk you've ever tasted in your life. I didn't care. I didn't care if I was going to die of whatever it was that cows have, but it was brilliant. Same issue as why it's hard for Americans to import European cheese. The chocolate's a bit weird as well. Having been over there. I mean, some of the chocolate's good. Other bits of their chocolate is not good. I don't get the craze with Oreos. They are some of the worst at tasting biscuits I have ever had the displeasure of putting in my mouth. Although I did recently try the flavoured Oreo stuff. One was cheesecake, one was peanut butter. They were alright as a novelty. Oh yeah. What's going on in the rest of the world? Venice probably jumped on Byzantium as Byzantium was defending against the Ottomans. It's a shame that the Merchant Republic's associate now with the whole absolutism. I know that you're not meant to grow too big as a Merchant Republic, but still, it's the whole nerf to absolutism. for being a republic is ridiculous. Oh, the Netherlands is a republic, isn't it? Can send a car into space but can't import cheese. Oh dear. Yeah, Netherlands is a republic, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, the Burgundian inheritance, of course. What happens if we're right up close next to Castile like this? He's not even rivaled with France, which means the unthinkable could happen. What's your relations with France? Well, he doesn't hate him, he doesn't love him. He's kind of somewhere in between. Oh no, I was looking at the wrong people. Yep. They both like each other. They both like each other enough to grab an alliance. Which is a little bit frightening. The Dutch can choose to become a republic by event. They can stay a kingdom. Yeah. I mean, if we were making Dutchland, then they have quite a weird republic, don't they, the Dutch? I mean, it's still crap in terms of absolutism, but it's special. It's special. How's your combat ability? Trade efficiency is alright. Monthly autonomy change for Duchy Kingdom Empire, that's quite big. +2 number of states, -30 maximum absolutism. So you're messing about with the same kind of nerf to absolutism that Hordes get. Which means it's not going to be impossible. You get to the age of absolutism, enable your golden era to get the +5 to absolutism in that age, which would allow in court and country for you to get up to 65. On 65 get the extra 20. I mean, you'd still be a little low, but it would offset some of this. Is this worth, what would it be, 10 less absolutism? Land force limit, stability cost, that looks crap. Naval force limit modifier, global trade power, yellow Republican tradition. Elections are every how many years? Every 4 years. And royal marriages are allowed. A republic that's allowed royal marriages. How does that work? Right. So you've got the Orangists in power. Then the ruler reigns for life. Is the Court Lounge worth going? The Quarter Lounge? Quarter Lounge. I don't know what you mean. I might just be being stupid. I don't get the reference. You have to explain that one to me, sorry. Ashton Hully. Hello and how the devil are you? We're just looking through Dutch ideas, Netherlands. So once you get a good dude on the throne, you flip to orangists and he rules for life. And then you can flip 4 years, 4 years, 4 years with under a republic, boosting the stats of someone who is maybe quite young, maybe someone in his 30s takes charge and has got a good first trait, and you re-elect him up to a 666 and then flip to orangist and keep him in power until he dies. That's pretty good. In Carlisle. I've never heard of it. The Quarter Lounge. I have no idea. Where is that? Quarter Lounge. Ooh. I'll buy Tully House. That looks pretty nice, actually. Oh yeah, I got American people on my stream telling me have I been to places in Carlisle that I've never even heard of, and it looks quite good, so I'm going to end up going there. How bizarre. Never been to the Court Lounge. Might go this evening. I've been adjacent, I think. It's like it's not a food court, but it's an enclosed area where you've got a few eateries. Cool. I'll be looking at that. Cheers, David. I had no idea it was there. Hey, Martin. How are things? Ashton Hoolsey. I've got a little bit better at the game. I'm really happy with myself. Good. Good. It just takes time. It takes time and experience. Just keep plugging away. You will get better with the more hours that you put into it. And I find EU4 is really rewarding in that when you're starting out, there's definite progress and you get better at the game. But even when you've got thousands of hours plowed into the game, there's still other things to learn. There's other bits and pieces that you can be getting on with. There's you can start doing like silly things, trying to see what works and what doesn't, and try to break the game. And so you kind of the bar shifts dependent on your experience, and you don't get that with a lot of games. Sometimes, you know, if you get really skilled, the game becomes boring, but obviously with over 3,000 hours, I've not found that. Playing as England, I've almost taken out all of Scotland, some of France, and the majority of the island filled with different people. You mean Ireland? Yeah. Oh, you're doing well then. You must be almost close to being able to form Great Britain. Some of France. Yeah, France, just put this to one side. France got kind of secretly buffed in this rendition because they now have a fort between the British holdings and Paris. There's now a fort here, and you have to get through this first before you can siege Paris down. Now it used to be you declared war and tried to get on Paris immediately and siege down as quickly as you could. But now you've got to get through this first. So yeah, usually, I say usually, I think I've only done one playthrough with England. Did we force a union? We might have forced a union. I think we might have done. Yeah, we did, if I remember correctly. But our first war with France was stripping his fort away from protecting his capital, so that in the next fight we could get into Paris itself. I tried to do all of this before France picked up too many ideas, before he got his Elan. Be back soon. Yep, same here. I'll be back soon as well. I need to go and feed myself. I also need to go feed this cat, because he's been far too affectionate. I always know when it's nearly food time for him, because he'll come and make himself known. Is it nearly food time? Yeah, isn't it? Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to get myself away. I'm going to grab some food. I'll be on in this evening time. Might do more vials. We might test out Gary, just opening moves, bits and pieces, just to see what the deal is. Let's see what we can do. What random things we can get away with. Early no CB wars into people, just to. I mean, when you're one province minor in the HRE, the first few wars are usually fairly pivotal. You've got Burgundy's vassals here to deal with, which is scary times. And you got the rest of the HRE over this way, except for East Friesland. East Frisia, shouldn't I say? But yeah, before I go, can you show me again how you see the different groups? The different culture groups. That needs attack one, the group, the rest will get mad. Right, the different culture groups. If you got your little bar down here, just set them to the things that you will want to see quite often. And these are the things that I usually look through fairly often. So I have pinned the estates map mode, so I can see what's stated and what's unstated. Obviously the political, the colonial, if I'm dealing with colonial stuff. Trade map mode is always good to have pinned, just so that you know a click of a button what's going on. The diplomatic, so you know who you're at war with and who's going to come stamp on your face very, very soon. Religious, nice for obviously religiousizing things. That's not a word, but I think I'll make it. HRE map mode, because it's nice to see how that's getting on, especially if you're in the HRE. Coalition map mode is really, really good. Always have that. Local autonomy, I don't use that much. But culture map mode, the little thing with the two faces just here. Now, if you click on where you are, it will reveal your culture. And our culture group at the moment is what evolves just this here. So expanding, if we were to go to island land and take out the entirety of the island land in less than, you can do it in less than 5 years if you're really quick. We need to do all that. France's opinion of us taking this out will probably be less than 5. Maybe less. Just because it is an entirely different culture, he doesn't really care about this over here. England, because we would be allied with him, plus he's in a separate culture group, it is adjacent, but still, he's not going to feel as much aggressive expansion as Scotland would for us taking out the entirety of Ireland. Scotland would absolutely shit his pants over it. He would be trying to join every coalition going by the time we got through the last of the Irish miners. However, you can't join a coalition if you are the only one. if you're expanding into France, as you said, you have to be wary of this, of people inside this area. And try to expand it into other areas. So Iberia is a very contained, a very different culture group. Expanding here, you're not going to piss off the people over here. So it's another route of expansion. Also, the Scandinavian areas, again, a very, very specific culture group you can declare over these little islands here. Also, taking out Iceland gives you a really good boost across to the Americas. And it's once you get further into the game, once it's all about expanding, then it's about nibbling little bits from different culture groups, just to the point where you don't trigger coalitions. It's why the Ottomans have it so easy. I must say this. Well, I say it quite often. It's why the Ottomans have such an easy time of expanding, because they'll expand here, and then right, okay, well, we expanded to the point where coalition might happen there. Let's expand into that instead, and then right, we'll expand into that, and then that, and then that, and then that. It's like spokes of a wheel with the Ottomans. So they can be taking a lot of land. They can be getting huge, but you look at their aggressive expansion with people, and it doesn't seem right. That's because they expand in different directions. Whereas someone like France goes here, everyone here is going to be mad with them. And then he's got 1, 2, he's got like 3 avenues of expansion. Can be a little bit difficult, especially for European powers. But okay, Ashton. So, but yeah, just have a look through these little tabs. I mean, the stuff that I've got might be entirely different to what you want. I mean, if you're playing as an Orthodox nation, you might want to know where your metropolises are, metropolitans are. You've got your estate map mode, in case you need to really know where your estate is. Unrest map mode might be useful for you, just to give you prior warning where your maximum levels of unrest. Oh, come here, you big fat cat. Maximum levels of unrest are. I usually look at my outlier for the unrest though. State edicts, useful if you've got a giant empire and you've been turning edicts off willy-nilly, on and off. An edict, of course, costs money to keep running, so if you've got edicts on and they don't need to be on, they're just going to be costing you money in the long term. Colonial map mode is pretty good. As we're playing a colonial game, I would probably swap out local autonomy for colonial map mode. Just shows you in the green over here, if we could, the range of what we could colonize. Trade values pretty good. Anyway, I'll leave that. So yeah, I'm gonna go and grab myself some food, and I will be back later on, and we'll suss out some gallery nests. Have a look at the ideas. Until then though, from myself and Dylan, do take care.